What are the New Year's resolutions that you've broken the most?
Like that I've always said I was going to. Weight.
Yup.
That's it. Everybody know it's your weight.
Yep.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Jacqueline Shauntell.
And I'm Shay, and you're watching Elevated State.
Alright, so it's 2021.
Yep.
Brand new year. And hopefully it will be better than 2020. So, for New Year's, everybody always asks the question, what is your New Year's resolution? Or did you have a New Year's resolution?
I do. So this new year, I turned up a little bit. I said this would be my last round of drinking heavy.
I got some stories about that.
I was like, look, we
Let me
can
tell
still drink, but not as heavy.
She blames other people.
I do all the time. Shay and Sheree, they curses. I tell you, like anybody would tell you, I never get sick. Even like this New Year's, everybody was sick. I'm cool. I'm like helping everybody.
But you.
I'm helping everybody. It be y'all. But I said I'll chill out a little bit. And then just my health. I want to get my health in order. And then also I want to take this real serious podcasting, YouTube, my personal YouTube page, this YouTube page, get more in depth with editing and just learning production so much more. I've been always wanting to do production for so long, and I just never, gave it my all. So I said that this year, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to take it like a real job, doing at least 8 hours a day of, learning and just getting better at my craft.
And now, especially with, with like COVID and a lot of people not working, I notice a lot of more stuff is popping up with get this skill, get this class, get this class.
Yeah.
For me, let me see, like, I don't like to say New Year's resolution because it's like I never have ever kept a New Year's resolution. But, I mean, it's things that I'll just say goals, continue goals. So yeah, like, be more serious with the podcast. I've been wanting to probably for like the last 3 years because with all the travel and stuff like that, and I thought that like a travel blog, like I wanted to start it in 2020, a COVID travel blog, because I was still doing a lot of travel in 2020.
Yeah.
And I think that like people would like to know like how is the travel here, travel there, but I didn't do that, so I want to do that. I don't know. It wasn't really a lot. It was just like continue like things that like I would start. Like even like the podcast, like you get going and you get sidetracked.
Take a little
like
break.
Yeah, like things that like I start.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it would be just to be more consistent with stuff. Cause consistency is key.
Yeah.
And that's usually how things become success. I wanted to launch my www. I wanted to
Plug
update,
yourself.
update the website that I was working on and get it like more professional and launch it with a lot of the I do a lot of services for people. I was like,
she got a lot of side hustles. Y'all better hear her.
right. I'm like, I could be charged for this.
Exactly.
So got that all together. So, but it's just being consistent. People will start off and be like, ooh, I can do this. I feel like 2020 was the year that everybody identified.
You realized,
But now it's about, okay, I've identified the hustle. Let me be consistent with the hustle.
Yeah. For me, it was more like identifying my purpose. It was so crazy because so many people was like, Jackie, I always see you do that. Like, I always knew you would do that. I was just waiting for you to start it. Well, why you didn't tell me? Because I
Give me the inspiration.
But like, something like production. Like, I had like an old high school teacher who was my acting coach. She was like, I always saw you do productions. That's why I always, made you direct plays. That's why I always like, I'm like, if you would have told me this, because I had a fear that I just couldn't get. It was because I just knew what to see. That's what it was. I just knew how to see and produce. So this year, 2020, I just became more comfortable with identifying my purpose. Like, I think sometimes people always think you only have one purpose, but you actually have multiple purposes. Like, it's just not one. So for me, I just meant, discovering different purposes that God has put me here for, like, and I'm just trying to fulfill my purposes as I go and becoming more disciplined, because for me, I learned that that's my thing, like consistency and discipline. If you don't have those two,
me too.
You ain't gonna get nowhere. Like, I just have to learn to stay consistent and be disciplined with myself. Cause I'll go hard for like a week or two, even with my fitness. Y'all know I will drop 30 pounds in 6 weeks, and then 6 weeks later, the 30 pounds back on because I've been eating. Okay.
She did good with our challenge last year.
Exactly. Then after that, what did I do? And I'll be blaming it on medicine. I'll be like, yes, well, but I also didn't hit the gym, and I also been eating pasta and cornbread. So, just learning how to be. My thing for 2021 is just being consistent and discipline. Those are my 2 words for this year: consistency and discipline.
What are the New Year's resolutions that you've broken the most?
Like that, I've always said I was going to wait.
Yup.
That's it. Everybody know it's your way. Even like go to the gym right now. The gym packed, but come March,
yeah, I say go March 6th.
Ain't nobody in that parking lot. It'd be crazy because like I know people at the gym really well. They're like, come March, everybody gonna be gone. That's why you can come in at 5 a.m. and don't nobody be here. That's usually the time I usually go. It's like usually early in the morning, or I go like mid-afternoon, like random times. 5 a.m. It was packed. I'm like, now y'all know y'all don't be up this early. I don't either, but y'all all here.
Mine's always be that the weight, and it always be like I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go vegetarian every year or vegan. One year I said vegan, which I knew I went under that, but I'm like vegetarian. So I have never been successful with that. Now this, so I will say that I did have a resolution because that was the thing. I'm like, you know what? I feel healthier when I don't eat a lot of meat. But like for like the past probably like 3 weeks, I haven't been eating a lot of, I haven't been eating red meat, but I've still been eating like chicken and turkey. But even just not doing the red meat, I feel better. So a resolution for me is always like, I'm just going to not eat meat no more. Never can stick to it.
Let's make that a challenge because I said I wanted to go.
We were supposed to do
that. We did. I want to at least do vegetarian first, and then I kick to vegan. Only because I have an allergy to tree nuts, so a lot of vegan food, like recipes, contain a lot of nuts. Like
a lot of them
have
a lot of sodium, high sodium too.
Yeah.
But I keep hearing. I haven't watched her, but I keep hearing about.
I love her. I watched. I was watching some of her stuff last night. She made these tacos with like pecans and like a cheese with like almonds or something like that. It was something like that. I'm like, man, I can't even eat this. And it looked actually pretty good.
I know my mom make a really good spaghetti with, it's called not meat or next to meat or something about meat, but it ain't meat. But once you get the seasoning, I just feel like you gotta add so much extra salt to it.
Yeah, you gotta like.
But it's good. And then this girl that I follow on Instagram, she's like her stuff. Like she makes a lot of stuff. So I guess once you really get into it, because that's my concern is like I'm gonna be so limited. I feel like I'm gonna end up eating a salad. Yeah. But they be like posting stuff. A girl that I follow on Instagram, and like her dishes be good, because that's like my biggest fear is like I don't want to be limited. Because if I feel like I only can eat this, then it's gonna make me not want to do it. But and then it's so many vegan restaurants and stuff like that. So
many even like fast food restaurants been like vegan burger here, vegan tacos here. I'm like,
like I heard that what is that Burger King, not Burger Whopper or whatever it's called.
What is it? It's something with it's
non-Whopper, but it's not meat.
Yeah,
they said that was good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that was really, really good.
So yeah. We can do that. We'll try, and then we'll make it a challenge.
Yeah.
See, like who stick to it?
Yeah.
Me. No, I was playing.
I'm telling like I'm not even about to sit there and lie.
I don't play when it comes to. Oh, you may not do this.
Look, I love me some seafood. That usually might be my problem. And the bad thing about it is, y'all, I'm technically allergic, but I still will eat me some seafood.
Maybe we can do what is it? Pescatarian. Maybe that then.
I make me some good old salmon now.
I like.
I can cut out the chicken. I can red meat. I don't been cut out. You know, pork I've been cut out a long time ago. So it's like it's just the chicken and the turkey that we get. And the seafood.
So we have to pick which one. Like if we're gonna do it in steps.
We should do it in steps.
Vegetarian, then
vegan. No, we should do pescatarian, and then vegetarian, and then vegan.
Okay.
So a 3-step program. We can't even make it a 4-step or a 5-step. Being like cut out chicken, then turkey, and then I need
we just do 3 steps.
3 steps. Okay. I'm over here trying to add extra steps. Wait a minute. Still.
I just need some good recipes, and then I think
y'all
I'll
got
be
some.
okay.
Hit me up because, I'm allergic to tree nuts, so I can't have no pecans or almonds. I'm allergic to everything. Everything. And just be eating the good stuff that I can eat.
What did you do? Oh, what did you end up doing?
Oh, I went out to the city, and if y'all not from y'all gonna be confused. Chicago. Went to downtown Chicago City. You just say the city. Yeah. But I went downtown Chicago at a hotel with a group of my friends, my love bugs as I call them. Ended the new year with them, bringing the new year in with them. This whole all of 2020, basically since the whole pandemic, it's us 7 or us 8. Nobody else is allowed because ain't nobody getting sick. No more than this. Okay. But yeah, we end up just, having a good time, good food. But yeah, we just had a good time. What did you do?
I was asleep. So I like to be home as long as I can be home. And I was getting so tired. I think I watched a movie, some Nickelodeon movie with my son. Actually, it was Nickelodeon. Yes. And then I kept dozing off, and my nephew was over here, and I'm like, wake me up at 11:58. And he's like, it's 11:56 already. So I just stayed up, and until I could at least be up and do the countdown. But I was tired. I went to sleep. But that was my plan to begin with.
You said you was going to sleep.
Yeah, that I was going to probably go to sleep. Watch a movie or something.
You at least pop a bottle of champagne?
I did.
Did you have $1? Okay. Black traditions.
Did. Right.
Black dot. Did you have $1 in your hand?
I did have $1.
Did you do black eyed peas?
I did. I didn't do the black eyed peas, but I did do the cabbage.
Okay.
I did do the cabbage.
Okay.
I did the black eyed peas because I'm like, well, ain't nobody gonna eat it, and I want to just make it. I did do the cabbage though. Actually, I ended up cooking a whole meal. I did. I should have. I did cabbage. I did macaroni. I did dressing.
Shay macaroni be 5.
Yeah.
It's 5.
Except for MJ, her brother. But he sure ate it when he came over here. Even when he came over here for New Year's. But he was talking about it. My grandma. But don't eat it. But my macaroni. But yeah, I did all of that except for I didn't do black eyed peas. So hopefully I don't share my luck. I did everything else though.
Did you not wash on the first?
I did.
Okay.
But it wouldn't because it was the first. I didn't wash. Actually, I didn't know about that until this year. I didn't know about that tradition.
My mama do not play when she be like, you better not touch that washer. You better not touch that dry. You not washing nothing. I'm like,
you wash away your
good luck,
people
baby.
or good
luck
luck
and all this extra stuff. I'm like, okay, I don't wash.
I never knew that until this year, and I saw it on Facebook. But it just so happened that I didn't wash just because I just didn't wash. Yeah, but it left out, so now I know. So yeah, I didn't know that one. So I mean, it was something that I was seeing on the one group that we're in on Facebook. Somebody was like, put 12 beans of your black eyed peas, keep 12 dry ones, and put them in your pocket. Some of these traditions get
y'all be over.
Yeah.
And then when you ask them, what does this mean or what is this for? My grandma always told me to do this, so this is what I do. Mm-hmm. Well, what did it bring you? I need to know. At least I know what black eyed peas bring good luck. The $2 bill mean the dollar bill was my mama make a $2 bill. gonna bring you more money.
Yeah.
You know, at least I know. What's the 12? Have you seen the 12 grapes?
Mm-mm.
I think that's a Italian tradition. I'm not for sure, but I think somebody brought it here in America. Somebody's been doing it here, but it's something with 12 grapes. But I don't know what it's supposed to bring. But I know every grape is supposed to bring you something different. But it's like 12 grapes. You have to have like 12 grapes.
What you do with the grapes?
You eat them, but you eat them at every like minute. I don't know the exact thing, but I just know it's like 12 grapes.
You eat 12 grapes at 12?
Something like that. It's like crazy. I'm like, what's this for? I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just hope that this new year will be. I mean, I know we'll talk about like resolutions and traditions and stuff like that. I feel like every year though, at the end of the day, it's gonna be some things that's just out of your control.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some unforeseen circumstances and events that take places, but it's gonna all boil down to at the end of the day is what you do with the opportunity that's given to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try my best to. I mean, I've been afforded an opportunity where I do have more time and stuff like that to really like hone in on my purpose and my dream. So it's like now I don't even have a reason to be like, oh, I can't do this because I don't have time. So now it's really up on me, like you said, being consistent.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much like my thing is just being consistent, disciplined. Cause I'll be playing. You know, they be saying you sleep on yourself. I've been sleeping on myself. Like we gotta get better. This year we're gonna do better. I'm still gonna travel this year, COVID and all.
Yeah.
With a mask on. I don't plan on 3 trips already. I'm still travel. You're not about to stop me. I saw 2020. 2020 was hard. You know, you couldn't really travel like that. You don't know. You know, but really a stake for how other people are handling it. But other countries are handling it better than we are. To be honest, they not playing. So it's. I actually feel safer traveling outside of the country this year. Like. That's how they're handling it.
I traveled a few times last year. I actually liked it, with the exception of having to have your mask on the whole time. I just liked the fact that it wasn't a lot of people at the airport.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish it could be like this all the time. Like, and then it depends on your airline, because some of these airlines, they were to me they were not upholding any of the guidelines or the CDC precautions. No, we want y'all all come on in. Like, typically, like. I'll fly American or United. I think Southwest every now and then. I think one of my flights I took was Southwest. And they were actually, to me, out of all the trips that I took for 2020 during COVID, I actually like Southwest better than United and American.
And American is my favorite airline.
I mean, I like American because with American, you get to sit, like if you have their credit card, you sit up front, they give you that free liquor. But I just felt like the way that Southwest did it or whatever, and I hadn't rode Southwest in so long because you got to go all the way out to Midway. But they kept their middle seats open, like nobody could sit in the middle seats, and they did it by like section. So like, you know how like the rows in an airplane maybe like row 1 through 40, they only loaded you by section. So like row 1 through 5, they literally loaded you on the plane in like sections of 5, and they also only have so many people in each section. You know, Southwest, you don't pick what seat you sit in. So like say row 1 through 10, even though maybe row 1 through 10 was like 30 seats, they like, no, we only have 20 people in this area. So they was like, you got to go back to this row. So I thought that they were very organized and like very like strict with, no, we want to keep as much business as possible. American and United, now, I mean, the flight was still decent. They did give you a lot of like wipes and stuff like that. But I just felt that they were still like, come on. Right. You need to pay for these planes. So, but yeah, definitely more travel. And like, I want to start posting travel experiences. Because it'd be like a lot. And sometimes people live through that.
Because I know 2020, I was like, dang. I'm gonna be going soon.
So that's one of the things I did like about traveling. Like it wasn't crowded, and especially I took my son a few times with me, especially when we have to like go down like Texas and stuff, and to have a kid with you, and it wasn't that crowded because he's not gonna keep no mask on. Like I'm like, put your mask back up, put your mask back up. So
Anyways, that was my New Year's. So
Mine too. Tell us some of y'all New Year resolutions down in the comment section.
just our new theme song. Oh wait,
No, that's somebody else
that's,
doing
that's
song.
for the son or something, is it?
It's somebody skipping.
I don't know. Good Times stuck in my head because I always be like, just let me see. I binge watch shows, and then I was on Hulu, and then like it's like I don't know how they title it, black shows or urban shows. Something like basically like if you black, you may like
Good
this.
show.
And so Good Times have popped up, and I've been watching Good Times. So really, that's what popped in my head, but I don't think that's a good time. Good Time is temporary. Anyways, I don't know.
Y'all, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, I don't even know how we started.
We over here creating new theme songs. We don't even have one.